Welcome, everybody, to episode 9 of DFW Rockstars. I'm Justin Shelley, CEO of Phoenix IT Advisors, and I am here today with a special guest. Let's just do quick introductions. Dr. Behrooz Khademazad. How close did I get to pronounce your name properly?
That's very well.
Okay. I hate that. I'm not good at it. But anyways, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Wouldn't you just take about 30 seconds and tell everybody who you are and what you do?
Sure. Thank you for having me. I'm a dentist in Grand Prairie, and I've been serving the Grand Prairie area for over 35 years.
Wow.
And just enjoying the process.
35 years. You've seen a lot of change in the healthcare industry.
I sure have.
We're going to talk about a little bit of that. In fact, it's one of the things that caught my attention. So we do a lot of our IT work in healthcare. Got a couple dentists. I've got some other types of clinics. And I don't know if it's as bad now, but we went through a phase where everything was just getting purchased and consolidated. Did you experience that?
Yes. It's actually, I'm not sure if it has a good long-term effect on the profession.
Okay. I'm all ears. Tell me about that.
Well, I think the process is becoming more about profitability and business.
Yeah.
Rather than care and service. And I think that change affects the patient over the long run.
Right. No, I'm sure that is absolutely true. Tell me, you're not a huge practice. You're not tiny. You're somewhere in the middle. How did you manage to avoid this consolidation that everybody seemed to just jump on?
Yeah, I guess I'm a bit stubborn. I just don't agree with the process.
Okay.
And I feel my patient care, even though a lot of these, they call them dental service organizations, DSOs.
Okay.
A lot of these DSOs really focus on autonomy of the provider. I still feel that there is not as much of autonomy that I feel I need to maintain the care quality as I would experience with the DSOs. So I kind of tried to refrain.
Did you ever toy with the idea? Was it tempting on any level?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they buy your practice quite a bit more than they would if you were selling privately.
Okay.
So that's always very tempting, especially if you're in the years that you want to retire.
Right.
But they have this carrot in front of you, and then there's a hook behind it.
I won't say too much, but I've seen this from behind the scenes and from a distance, and the outcome is never what was hoped for. I don't think for anybody.
Well, not all DSOs are bad. I don't want to say they're bad all around, but it's not a good change for the profession overall.
Yeah. I tend to agree. So, tell me a little bit about your customer base. Who do you specialize? Do you just serve everybody in your region? Who do you take care of?
I always thought of myself as an ADD child. I had an attention deficit to do one thing all the time, every day.
Yeah.
So I felt that my treatment planning and the care that I would provide would be better, well-rounded if I have knowledge of different areas of dentistry to the point where I can practice it without reservation. So I tried to learn over the years different areas of dentistry, and I practice a wide range of services today. And I feel it helps my treatment planning.
Yeah.
I can offer a patient a wide range of services and care that they need, and the diagnosis that we provide them, I kind of like to think is a well-rounded diagnosis.
Okay. Let me ask you a question that hopefully pertains to business at large, because this podcast, we have a diverse audience. We aren't talking just to dentists, but I think there's a lot of overlap. One of the challenges that I find personally, and when I'm out meeting with my fellow business owners, one of the hardest things that exists, I think, is acquiring your client base, your patients, your customers, whatever you call them, but getting those introductions, bringing new people into your business, and then retaining them. And again, something that caught my attention with you is that you have, I guess, a process or something around multi-generational customer base. So tell me, how do you bring in new patients or new customers, whatever you call them, and how do you retain them?
Well, we try to stick to very basic model of running a business. Do something well, do something once, and provide the necessary care and service required.
Okay.
That's our goal. That's our everyday purpose and functionality. It's not always easy to meet those goals every day, but we try, and we try to do it better as we go. And I think that has really helped the practice surviving the ups and downs of the marketplace.
I heard it said once that everything in business is sales and marketing. Every interaction, every phone call, every conversation, everything you do, your service delivery, everything is all about sales and marketing. It sounds like that's kind of what you're describing. You grew, you retained, you acquired clients all through providing a good service. Is that right?
I tried, yes.
So word of mouth for the most part. Do you have to do a lot of marketing?
I do. I still
Okay.
do. In today's marketplace, that loyalty that patients had with their dentist, a dental office, the trust, if you will,
Yeah.
has greatly compromised. And right now, my practice has two personalities. I have patients that has been with me for 20, 30 years. And then I have new patients that come and go.
Interesting. Okay. So how do you, that sounds like a very intriguing problem. How do you face that one? What do you do to try to grab them and retain them for longer?
I mean, I don't know if we really try other than maintain our composure of our personality as a business.
Okay. Back to sticking to
yeah,
what you do best, right? Just
yeah.
providing
And
that quality service.
they come back and sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Okay. It is the world is an interesting place these days, especially in business. So I want to switch gears a little bit. You, when I was a kid, here's a confession. I wanted to grow up and be an inventor. I don't know what that meant. I had some ideas. I was going to build the world's fastest motor. I don't remember. I had some dumb things that I had written down on a piece of paper at a school assignment. You, sir, are an inventor. Tell me a little bit about your the products you've either developed or co-developed.
Well, back in '86, I came up with the idea of automated flosser.
Okay.
And I put the design together and I took it to an attorney and it kind of disappeared after that.
Oh.
And then I find it in the marketplace, I think about 3 or 4 years later. But
so he took your design and
I can't really say that for sure, but
okay.
it was kind of ominous that I gave it to him and then he disappeared. And then about 6 months later, he told me his father died.
Oh.
And he sent me all the proof for his funeral. And just things went on the wayside. Then 3 years later, I see it on the marketplace.
Well, that sucks. I'm speechless. I'm like, this is not how. And audience, we don't rehearse this. That's not what I was expecting to hear.
I'm sorry to say that, but that's what happened.
So
and then I came up with a dental mobilometer.
Okay.
Which, in dentistry, there's really nothing that can objectively assess the mobility of a tooth. There are some devices that do cross anchoring and measure the mobility, but nothing on individual single tooth. And the design that I came up with was an individual single tooth that measured the mobility of the tooth objectively. And that's been the invention.
And is that one on the market? What happened there?
No, I'm actually developing it further.
Okay.
We're trying to put in some sort of a sonic version to it to measure or graph the bone height and a morphology around each tooth.
Interesting.
So not only we can determine the mobility, but we could also determine the state of the gum health
Yeah.
for that tooth.
Now I have to ask because I'm a technology guy. My real business is IT consulting, and today everything is AI, and you combine AI with 3D printers, and it seems like we've shortcutted the path from idea to design, and to market. And actually, prototype is the word I was looking for. Tell me a little bit about the process, and are you finding that AI and 3D printing helps, or what does your process look like for this?
Yeah, I think uh, any of these ideas and technology have a place in dentistry.
Yeah.
And I really think that 3D printing um, and even milling in dentistry has really helped the accuracy and the speed of fabrication of different prostheses and appliances.
Yeah.
But it's not answer to all, like anything else.
Right. Okay. Well, these episodes are short by design. Our goal here, and this we're early on, so I'm kind of still explaining things, but our goal with this podcast is to help other business owners. I joined a community about 10 years ago of fellow business owners, and it was life changing. Prior to that, it was like just a lonely place to own and operate a business. Um, and again, there's been a few things that stood out when you and I first discussed what we would talk about. And one of them was community outreach, the importance for businesses to give back. Tell me a little bit about your thoughts there and any work that you're doing.
Well, that's, I wish I could do more than I have, but I think it's a very vital part of every business.
Yeah.
Not only just for its survivability, but also for its integration into the community. Um, we did a number of different programs. We worked with a battered woman shelter a number of years. We've done work with churches in the area, and we traded their community service hours for dental services. So we had asked the pastor or the reverend to devise a program of service for the community or their parish, and have individuals who are capable go out and serve them, and he would design an hourly rate for that service and keep the mathematics of it, the accounting of it, and then send us what number of hours they have served and how much sort of dollar amount of benefits they have acquired. And then we would contact them and bring them in for the dental service.
Oh, really?
That way we felt not only the community is benefiting, but the individual as well.
Right.
And there's a work process rather than just a freebie type of thing.
Yeah. I love that. All right, good stuff. Well, listen, I'm going to kind of wrap this up, but I before we close out, as we are talking to business owners, this was yet another thing that I wanted to at least touch on. You talk about helping business owners because, listen, I've already said it. It's everybody wants to own a business until they do, I think, because it's a lot of work and a lot of stress. And you mentioned helping business owners with headaches, jaw pain, poor sleep, grinding teeth. Basically, you just described me. And so I'm wondering, what do you offer to help with those problems?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, today's lifestyle seems to be moving towards more chaos.
Yeah, true.
And it seems like there is a more of a challenge to find meditative moments or reflection. But I do recommend that individuals try to reflect on their day and see what they could have done better and what they could have done more efficiently, what they could have not done, period, and try to measure themselves according to their actions and inactions and make it a better day the next day.
Okay.
I think that simple process will reduce the stress and the tension of our every day that pulls on us from every different direction. And it will go same true with the business. It's the same concept. I try to use my staff more to get their input as to what works, what doesn't work, and then we try to use a consultative process to come up with solutions that can make it easier for all of us.
Okay. And here again, you caught me off guard because I'm expecting that you've invented some new mouth guard or some device that I'm going to wear at night. But what you said is actually way more appropriate and actually more beneficial. We just have to.
What I said, I'm trying to eliminate your need for a night guard.
yeah, exactly. So, that's a great note to end on. We're in a world of chaos, business owner or not. The world is just kind of devolving into chaos these days. And it is important to take care of that, our own mental health. That word gets thrown around so much, but
yeah, if I may, Justin, today, if we can work towards creating more harmony and unity and work towards more serving each other, my suggestion is that would help our tension, our stress, and overall sense of gratification.
Yeah.
And I think all of that will help all of us, not just one or two of us, to feel better and less stress.
I 100% agree. I want to say something profound after that, but I don't have it. You said it. So let's go ahead and let people know how to get a hold of you. Do you want to give a phone number if somebody needs your services?
Sure.
I've got your website here, gentlegrandprairiedentist.com. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And then what number can people call?
And my office number is 972-988-0900. And I will always feel privileged to be of assistance to anyone.
Perfect. All right. Well, I appreciate you being here. We'll go ahead and put that contact information on our website as well, DFW Rockstars, in case anybody forgets it. Go to the website. You can get the transcripts, the audio, the video, the key takeaways, and we've actually built a little platform where if you found something you like on this episode, you can just hit a little plus button, and it throws it into a roadmap for you to remember, kind of like a bookmark, I guess, for the stuff that you're listening to. So, Dr. Khademazad, right? Did I get it? I have to pause and make sure. Thank you again for being here. Really appreciate it. We need better healthcare providers, and I love that you're out there keeping things patient focused. So thank you. Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Take care.